Welcome to the Grace Channel. This is Grace, One World Studio, oneworldradio.com. We are here listening to Messages for Humanity and channeling my beloved son, John. And you can go to John's Place in Murray. We have a One World events the first weekend of every month. And on that first Saturday, I'll be channeling these messages live at John's Place, 133 East, 4800 South in Murray, Utah. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Let's hear now from John. How auspicious to be sharing this message with you at this time. By listening to this message alone creates an energy of auspicious nature. So thank you for tuning into the Grace Channel, Messages for Humanity. From last week's channeling, I discussed how the planet Earth, the human race, is going through a transition from adolescence to adulthood. This is truly great news for humanity and provides enormous hope for the survival of the human race. We are truly headed into a new world, a world where peace reigns and freedom and love are infinitely abundant within all beings and all things on the planet. The planet Earth is desiring to return to heaven on earth as it once was. Possibly not exactly as you think. This heaven I speak of is not associated with any belief system. It is far beyond individual beliefs. Heaven is here now always. Heaven never left. Heaven has never been lost, not even on this planet. Heaven is a state of mind, but not just any state of mind. Heaven is a state of mind aligned with truth and reality. Heaven is only found in perfect stillness and a present state of mind. When the ripples of judgment and interpretation within the mind calm down to a perfect stillness, and the mind is calm, heaven is simply revealed. Why in the world would we distract our minds and lose the pure reflection of our own reality? The perfection of heaven on earth. Why would we distract our minds from what is our birthright? Our true and eternal inheritance of perfect love, peace, and freedom. The infinite abundance of all that is good. Unending joy that cannot be contained nor described. That which is available always. Safe within all of us at all times. The answer to these questions is fear. Although fear can take endless forms, anything less than perfect love and peace is some form of fear. Fear is the one illusion that can distract us from the truth that we are all our divine masters. We are all God incarnate, doing our very best to animate and survive this predicament called human being. If you so choose, and choice it truly is, the time of survival is over. It is truly time now to thrive as a human being. Living life fully self-expressed, sharing your gifts, your talents with wild abandon, doing what brings you the most joy, the most excitement, the deepest fulfillment, the greatest alignment. Living life for the pure joy of the experience. Living in abundance of all great things. Fear lies to us and tells us that we are something in which we are not. Something that can be threatened. Fear tells us that we are less than whole, innocent, spiritual beings created perfect by the divine source of the universe. As human beings living in a world perceived as imperfect and threatening, we perceive ourselves as imperfect and threatening, which creates fear. However, the truth is, what we are is eternal, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can threaten the truth of our being. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can threaten the purity and innocence that exists eternally within all souls. Because regardless of our experiences, we are always as we were created to be. Pure love, wholly innocent, eternal, infinitely free. Rapturously ecstatic, profoundly content. The perfection of our soul, our true nature, cannot be threatened by anything, ever. One crucially important thing to note about this game of peace on earth is that it is a cooperative game rather than a competitive game. Because everyone is on the same side, the same team, the human being team. The peace and love that extends from the mind provides a positive effect for all minds. And as minds join in peace and love, the light that grows exponentially impacts all beings and all humanity. The single most important knowing that will transform our lives and the world is that all human beings are deeply connected. And the human race, the human family, is truly one family. When you accept this higher perspective, you realize that as you promote peace on earth, by returning to peace over and over again anytime you experience conflict of any sort. That you not only benefit your body and life, you are creating a benefit for all humanity. You are positively affecting all human beings. In order to evolve from the state of affairs humanity has come to at this time, is to take this higher perspective, that we are all one body, one family, one organism, deeply connected and one. We are all far more interdependent and interconnected than anyone can imagine. It has been said many times that we all come from the same source, and that is surely true. However, we also all come from the same human DNA. We share a brother and sisterhood of humanity as one race, the human race. One thing that is essential in any evolutionary leap in any species, and this has been studied over and over from the evolution of one-celled organisms to multi-celled organisms. The single most important essential ingredient in evolving into a peaceful humanity is bringing a critical mass of human beings together who are actively committed to their own peace of mind as well as peace on earth. Numbers truly is the key to evolve the human race to this evolutionary leap that we are going through at this time. Similar to the 100th monkey impacting monkeys all over the globe and how they shift their behavior. Therefore, human beings coming together in love and cooperation, each in their own unique ways, fully aligned and autonomous selves for a unified cause and purpose of bringing peace on earth, is the way. This time on earth, human beings are more disconnected to one another and more distracted from the peace within than any other time on earth. Massive amounts of humans are leaving the earth, and the human species are attacking their own selves due to fear. Fear is at an all-time high on the planet. However, human beings have never before been as creative, brilliant, compassionate, intuitive, awakened in any time on the planet prior to now. This is the perfect conditions to begin today a global movement for peace that includes all humans, all organizations created by humans. It is like a birth. It is like a dawn. It is like the tiny seed that sprouts in the springtime. The birth of a child occurs when the infant outgrows the womb, and painful contractions precede the final birth. The darkest time is just before dawn, and a seed will only burst forth from its shell when the growth within it can no longer be contained. Even the butterfly benefits from the struggle to grow out of the chrysalis. This time of struggle on the planet is here because we too, as a species, are going through an evolutionary transformation. A global awakening that will affect all humans in hugely positive ways. The way we can support the growing pains of this global awakening is to come together in community to support each other so we know we are not alone. Coming together in multitudes of variations, yet with one underlying intention to come together in peace, will transform life as we know it. We declare this moment as the beginning of this powerful game of peace on earth. It has been discussed and intended for centuries, and finally we are facing the dawn. We are moving through the birth canal and into a whole new, more expanded world and a way of being. We must come together in peace and love through this time. It is the time to come together, to join forces, create evolutionary relationships, because this type of movement cannot be done in isolation. It is in the belief that we are separate that we suffer, and in coming home within our own heart and together in community that the whole is healed and we find a peace that passes all understanding. The human race is the most advanced species on planet Earth, with the potential for greatness beyond measure, and in coming together in peace as equals, the tide of a new dawn, a new world races in naturally. When the tide comes in, all boats rise. Work together, beautiful human family. Work together as one, because you are one. And do your unique part in ensuring the overall health and well-being of the whole. Taking time to be in silence for a few moments every day, where you can touch the peace within your heart. Then go out and share that love and light with all and whom all you encounter for the glory of the whole. And together with our fellow brothers and sisters, we will win this game of peace on earth. Together we will transform this planet and this world, and we will succeed in bringing heaven to earth. Peace on earth. Same thing. I love you all with all my love. Thank you for your time. Thank you, John, for sharing this beautiful message of peace on earth. We love you and thank you for your time listening to Messages for Humanity. For more messages, please go to oneworldstudio.com and click on the radio for our podcasts. Thank you, and may you have a most beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.